November 7, 2019. This is issue 992 of the Information and Energy coming through the Omega Communications portal. So as I begin this session, take your time to relax, to turn off the thoughts and activities, and to open your mind and awareness to receive. And in this way, I connect with you, with your light body consciousness field, your body of light. And it is this energy body of yours that assembles firstly in the receiving area of the station of light. It signifies that as you identify with your light body, you are identifying with a different state of consciousness. And it is a reality. It is an aspect that you are. And in this way, you receive clearly the energy in this dimensional field of the station of light, so that at the end of the session you can integrate that into your daily life pattern, the physical. I withdraw now to allow the beings to come through me, with the intention that we will be given helpful information, help in every way that's needed at this time. We acknowledge you all who have come into this receiving state. Orem addressing you, and we have amongst us many of the beings who assist you as an individual and assist the group consciousness. The group consciousness we refer to is the overlaying matrix of the energy field. And in this, you are supported, and you support everyone who is aware and who links in with this overall energy field matrix of consciousness. Consciousness being energy, consciousness being intelligence, consciousness being an energetic zone in which you can access the information which is available to you from many different states of consciousness you have experienced. And in this zone also you connect in as if it is a gravitational attraction to the galactic beings who come forward surrounding this Earth station planet. It is interesting for you to perceive that whilst you have come into the current body form, into the current state of civilization on planet Earth, you are also existing in a multi-level energy field of existence. And some of those layers of existence are maintaining a higher energy field, and you are part of that. And at the same time, there are other existences who are still experiencing different forms of life patterns. So we identify you here now as a highly evolved aspect of the greater consciousness field from yourself as coming from your point of origin existence. This is also known as your star field existence, simply because it arises from source energy into an energetic zone and field, and this is recognized by you currently as a star field as you perceive the atmosphere and higher and beyond the atmosphere of your planet in the times of darkness, when you are able to see visibly patterns of the greater universe. They exist. There is a connection. There is element of movement. And all of this you perceive because in your energetic perception and the encoded elements within you, you perceive change and shift. You perceive intersecting dimensions, revealing different portals into existences beyond Earth. It would appear that you have been limited in your awareness by what has been presented to you since the moment you were born into the current body. There is a known field of data collected, and this becomes superimposed over your true energy consciousness state. You have been consciously working to move through that. It is only a layer, and as you move through that, you reconnect back to your original point of origin in the greater star field of creation. So, in this session today, as you move through that layer that is perceived as a resistance layer or as a limitation layer, you are open to the communication with beings from different aspects of the interplanetary connected network. As such, we address you in this time. And I come forward, I am known to you already as An-Tur, and as I am able to perceive you here, I surround you in a field of pattern of frequency. Perhaps you could call this a shield, purely for the purpose of transition into experiencing a different vibratory rate in the already established civilization area, the light cities you have come to recognize. And the purpose of this also, again, is to match your current energy field into this energy field in this existence of the civilization. And you may be aware that in the distance surrounding you are other people brought into the state in a similar fashion to you now, and yet you are still experiencing it through this energetic field around you in this transportation sphere. And this is to help stabilize you initially, because it can seem as if it is a jump from the reality you've been experiencing into this new reality. This is for the purpose of helping you to recognize the state and to perceive it. You may therefore be experiencing a time as if your eyes are fully open and you're perceiving through a vision, through a process of vision, into the different colours and patterns existing here. Growth of plant life will appear different. The construction of dwelling places will appear different to what you were used to. And so in recognizing different shapes and styles, patterns, colours, this helps you to acclimatize to what you will be experiencing. Initially, when the transition occurs into this state more closely and more physically for you, it will appear that you have just stepped into an area surrounded in a force field, just like you are surrounded in a field, to be transported here, to be present here. And again, there will be adjustment periods that you will be recognizing are occurring. I bring you back now into the assembly area, into the station of light, where you were initially greeted. And this will allow a further incorporation into you of the pattern needed. You will be evaluating what you have been experiencing. You will be assisted in the evaluation time. And you will also be aware that within the sphere of energy you have around you, you are able to draw upon different aspects of many elements of creation, some of which you experienced in that light state existence. And others, again, you have been made aware that you have encoded in you the information and the patterns, the ways from your point of origin existence to continue to facilitate ease and order within your physical framework currently and what surrounds that framework in the energy field. We are recognizing that many of you are needing clarification of different systems in your body and enhancement as the cells exchange the information from the current encoded patterns with the higher encoding patterns of this. It's been described as the energy DNA encoding for you. And there has been the processing of all of these between the two systems necessary. Be aware in your rest times you are allowing this process to proceed, and it is for the purpose of assisting you. So this was my purpose of presenting myself to you in this session at this time, and to withdrawing now. Orem back, addressing you again. There are many of you relate to the way that some of the beings present the energy to you. And it is because you were needing the presentation in this way at this time. And that is why that being was able to come forward to you. It does depend on what you allow to come to you without judgment, just observation, curious observation and allowance. And so this was needed for you at this time. It does include a more precise alignment, and there are rapid shifts occurring throughout your energy system, throughout the planetary system itself, the planet being. And this can be quite disturbing to some individuals. And to other individuals, it would appear to be joyful and exhilarating. Again, it is your choice of how you react to the experiences. In your daily activities, you may already be finding there are sudden shifts in you, sudden change of direction, change of choice, shifts in emotions. Be sure to connect always to the point of origin existence, or perhaps directly to source energy through the solar portal, which allows it to come through. And as the energy comes through, those whose intention is to assist you also come around you with energy patterns. As you extend your awareness, you will be more open to their presence, recognizing the presence of beings. And often they come through with, you would call them devices, which are energy forms for specific purposes. You will be aware that you can use similar energy devices. You may see them in their appearance in the dimensional energy form prior to being aware of any physical device. And when you are aware of these energy devices and you are aware of connecting with them, then this is how the coding inherent in you will use the energy to restore, to uplift, to balance in what is needed. It clears the pathways throughout you. It clears the pathways throughout the energetic grid around everything. And this also clears the pathway for the shift of the greater shift in consciousness of all life. Enjoy this. This has been the purpose delivered to you today. I withdraw now. Orem out. Lining back again with you, aware still of Orem, of An-Tur, and many of the other beings that I perceive simply as golden light beings, or shape of a humanoid form, but sparkling with light, just because of the dimension and their energy frequency that they function through and as. Now bring your attention back with me from the assembly area in the station of light. Perceive what is there around you, and then feel that you are descending again into your physical form. When I say into your physical form, it is you become anchored within the core energy system, but your energy field is very strong around your form. And even now, the adjustments are taking place for you. So bring your focus and attention back now to where you are receiving this energy and information transmission, the time of the day. And when you do bring your attention back to the present moment, you are also connecting into the present dimension, the alignment with the pure light of Source. Thanks again for being here. Thanks to all of the amazing creators who allow us to communicate in this fashion worldwide and with the other galactic beings. So as I close this session through the Omega Communications portal, I just let you know that there will be no transmission next week, but the week after we will continue and we'll meet up again. Thank you.